All right, popping back on. The other bus just arrived. I believe it's full of women, but we'll see. We're going to experience this one again together. Because everything is live streamed in this business. So, she's putting here. She's putting here because they have some bags and things like that. So she's assisting. You guys are just popping on. We are at the San Antonio airport. A little over an hour ago, we saw a bus arrive, an ICE bus arrive and drop off around 65 single adult men. The administration says single adults are supposed to be expelled under Title 42. That is a health code that has been in place for quite a while. Now, what I'm learning from border agents is that people from Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua are not being expelled under Title 42 right now and haven't been for quite some time. And I can kind of attest to that because I know 4 gentlemen that are Venezuelan that are currently living in the States now, waiting their court dates and things. Okay, so they're unloading the bus here a little bit. I'm gonna try not to get too to reconnect. I'm gonna stay over here a little bit because I can stay on the Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's popping. Okay, we're gonna stay closer to the doors so I can stay by the Wi-Fi, but they're gonna walk right by me, so we'll see this all come good on here. Okay, so if you guys have been following our my coverage, I've been down here now for 2 weeks, just kind of doing a border tour, going, all over the place, learning what each county is dealing with now 6 months later, kind of. I've been popping back every month to see what's been going on. And so right now, this is what the current situation is. I am the only media out here. I'm like my one-man band with my tripod in the backpack. So we're doing this together, guys. Bill's going to ground school. Buses are constantly dropping people. Here we go. Single adult women, not family units. That is why we're talking about this right now, because the administration is talking about people that are staying with family units and things like that. For really the first time, we're seeing single adults being released into the interior. So these folks are going into the airport and they have tickets. They have, the NGO gives them a travel sheet that kind of has their itinerary on it, and then they go to their next destination. The gentlemen that I talked to, they are from Venezuela. If you guys want to go back on my other live feed, I talked to a couple. They are going, one is going to Chicago, one is going to Miami. And what I was told by the ICE agent is they will either get a cell phone or like an ankle monitor. But I asked them I asked 3 of the gentlemen if they had either, and they didn't. So I'm not really sure how they keep tabs on people once they get to their destination, other than they're given an NTA, which is a notice to appear, and then on their own recognizance. Okay, so that is wherever they get to where they're going, it's like Scouts Honor. Hey, we're gonna call and we're gonna show up for our appointment. Which, in order to continue on your progress and to get asylum, you will have to show up for an appointment. Okay, look at it. You guys can see this right behind me. Let me just flip this. I'm being told that these women are being released from Dilley. It's another facility, an ICE facility. Again, they're going to be released on an NTA, which is a notice to appear on their own recognizance. So that is what's going on there. And also, we know that they're not really able to vet the sponsors. A lot of these people I talk to, when they get to where they're going, they don't have anything and they can't speak English, and so they are having a hard time linking up with these charities and things like that. And so we're kicking them out into the interior with I'm not saying we should give them stuff, but I don't think this is, I don't know. I just don't see this being a plan, right? I've been saying it's the non-planned plan. Okay. We're gonna just keep this live stream going for a little bit while, So it's just interesting because Title 42 is something that was put into place under the Trump administration when the pandemic first began. that is something that the Biden administration has pushed back against, has tried to overturn, but the courts kept it in place. Now the administration has said, oh, we will basically do it. San Antonio International when you're trying, like not executing it, but they will carry it out to the best of their ability. So, you know, we're seeing the exceptions and things like that. So Title 42, single adults, men and women, if they're not family units, they're supposed to be set back, but they're making these exceptions for Cubans, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans apparently, and have them for a little while. And the border agent that I was talking to, he was saying, you know, it has to do with what's going on in their countries, things like that. But again, that's not what we're hearing from the administration. And so my job as a journalist is to go and show you what is really happening, so you guys are empowered to take this information and go wherever, you know, take it to the top. Okay, so ICE is doing this because they have no choice. They're so maxed out of their facilities, they have to like catch and release at this point. They have no bed space. They have no space for these people. So this isn't necessarily an ICE issue, right? This is an open border issue. If you're gonna have this, give them more facility. Give them more space if you're gonna let this happen. Because this isn't it, right? Having them have to catch and release people because they don't have bed space. It's kind of that, I don't know. Okay, I'll just let you guys kind of watch this a little bit. So, I don't know if they're like taking attendance, but when the men got off, it was instant. They just walked right by me instantly. So this is interesting. Okay, they're gonna start kind of walking by us now. Oh no, still standing in line. See, okay, I have to kind of keep my distance, you guys, because I am on federal property, right? If they wanted, I mean, they're an NGO and they're ICE, but they are federal agents. If they wanted to get me out of here, they could. So I'm trying to stay a little bit back so that we can get this coverage. You know, so we can watch this unfold. But again, Bill Milligan is down in Brownsville. I was down there 2 nights ago. They do have, and I'll share these photos now that I'm seeing this too. They do have a facility there to park garage. It is the Plaza parking garage right there by the bus station. And they do have an area completely like closed off. It says, you know, border patrol drop off, do not cross. I have all of those images. They also have a soft-sided tent inside of the parking garage that you can see. So Bill is saying that he's reporting right now that buses are continuously coming. So he's seeing that still today. I don't know if I'm going to be heading back down to Brownsville today or if I'm going to stay up here because I hear this is happening daily. And I hear tomorrow they're going to be doing it even in a bigger capacity here. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where I need to be right now, but right now we're just watching a bus full of single adult females at the San Antonio airport being dropped off. They're gonna just walk right by us right now. Something in those bags. They all have the same bag. I'm not really sure what they are though. Again, if you're just joining, we're at the San Antonio airport. A bus of single adult women just showed up to drop off all these people. Hola, ¿cómo está? So, no family units, no kiddos. All single adult women. And we just saw a similar situation play out with single adult men. ¿Cómo está? ¿De dónde eres? Nicaragua. Bueno, buena suerte. And so what's interesting too is when I was walking in the caravans and just, you know, talking with a lot of my acquaintances that are Venezuelan, you know, they're not worried about being sent back. They really aren't. I asked several times, you know, are you fearful that, you know, your case isn't one that's going to allow you to stay here? But they really aren't. They aren't. none that I talked to even in the caravan were. So, you know, now you're seeing, you know, Venezuelans, Cubans, Nicaraguans walking in. Another bit of a group there. Okay, so we watched this kind of play out. Okay, let's see. Do you guys have, oh, you guys counted 26? Okay, so I did reach out to Customs and Border Protection, and I asked them how the vaccine mandate for non-U.S. citizens is going to be enforced and implemented. Oh, enforced was the word I was looking for. How it's going to be enforced with people walking across the border, right? Because we've been seeing that play out. And they said, well, that falls under Title 42. So that's something that, under that health code, the vaccine mandate falls under that. Well, we know they're not mandating the vaccine at the processing centers. Some of them were testing, but some of them stopped. I remember in Del Rio, they pulled the contract for a while when there were 15,000 people in the bridge. So they're not all consistent in testing, I can tell you that. And they certainly aren't forcing a vaccine. They might offer it if it's available at that facility, but again, they don't even have the manpower to hardly process these people. They're kicking them out in the interior because they don't even have the manpower. So how are they going to do testing, vaccine mandates, all this stuff? So that falls under Title 42. I posted about that, their response, if you guys wanted to read that as well. Okay. Okay, so you guys, I guess people want to count. Yeah, and that's the thing, is not all of them are going to family members. They have no way to vet these sponsors. Really, they have no way. Other than just taking their word kind of for it. You know. So that is, you know, they don't want their faces shown, things like that, which is fine. Okay, so let's go talk to the bus. That's what we're going to do. Let's go and try to reconnect because I'm running late. Let's just get in the car and just kind of see. Hi! Is this an ice drop-off? Is this an ice drop-off? Why? Oh, is that stuff? What? I'm a journalist. This is a nice level. This is the ice cream. Okay, so you guys are in the government contract. Transport division. Thanks, man. Good luck. Transport division. That is a nice bus. We'll go look into transport division and see what their contract is. Because they looked at me and gave me the wink like, yeah. That's what I get a lot of. Can't tell you, but we'll tell you. There's a lot of tight-lipped stuff around here for an administration that promised transparency. Not that the former one was any better with transparency and journalists, but this is rough, man. It's hard getting answers when everyone's lying. Okay, we're gonna go back inside, and I'm gonna go in a different door. We're being sneaky squirrels, kind of. They cleared that line of guys out pretty quick in the airport. Okay, there's the line of women. We're gonna come at them from this other direction, so you guys can kind of see a little bit better. I do need to get some video though outside of a live stream, so I'm gonna have to jump on here a little bit, off in a little bit. I am gonna be on News Nation again tonight with Leland Bitter, so join me 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be talking about this, Title 42, etc., etc. Ooh, sidebar, little update. The guy that got away from CBP yesterday, back in custody. He's in custody later. Holy.
Okay, so lo que vamos a hacer, vamos a imprimir y la meta después.
Alright guys, I'm going to, so about 50 women, about 65 men today at the airport. More tomorrow, more happening in Brownsville. I'm gonna go get some video. I gotta do other parts of my job because I'm all by myself. So, I'll talk to you guys later.